This is how your egusi should look: thick, rich, and full of flavor. If yours ever turns watery, this is what you are missing. I started with my protein of choice, which is goat's meat. I washed it properly and I season it. I like using goat's meat because it gives soup this rich, deep flavor. You can use any protein of your choice. After I was done seasoning it, I let it steam for about 15 minutes. So while that is going on, I'm going to proceed to show you the rest ingredients I'm going to use to prepare this soup. So here we have egusi. This is the major ingredient. Without it, what we are preparing is not egusi soup. Yeah, it's Uziza leaf. It is one of my secret ingredients. Dried fish, that's right here, adds that deep smoky taste. Next is my habanero pepper, also known as atarodo. This is scotch bonnet pepper and Opeyi. This Opeyi is very small but powerful. Onions and ugu leaves. The full list of the ingredients will be in the description box. After about 15 minutes, I went to check on our meat, and as you can see, it has released its own juice, which is where the flavor starts from or where it's built. So but at this point, I decided to top it with some more water so that it will cook until soft and tender. While that was cooking, I went ahead to prep our egusi. I started by blending the onions and Opeyi, as you can see. Then I mixed it with my egusi until it forms a smooth paste, after which I set it aside. If you've been watching my videos, thank you for watching, and if you're new here, you're welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button while we cook together. At this point, the meat is almost ready, so I added my washed stockfish and let everything cook together, and for the stockfish to release its flavor into my stock. I proceeded to the main cooking. For this, I'm using the frying method. So I added my palm oil into the pot, after which I went in with my onions. I let it fry for a bit to release its flavor. Then I added my pepper mix and I fry it properly. You don't have to rush this part. This is where the taste really builds. Now the egusi, add it in small portions like this. It helps it to fry better and not just clump together. Let it sit for a bit, then stir and let everything fry well. Now you will know the egusi is properly fried when the oil starts to separate slightly. It won't look pale anymore, it will look more firm, just as you can see. After that, I went in with my seasoning cubes and salt to taste. So when it comes to seasoning, I always say do you. Ensure that you taste your food, as in it's very, very important. Then I went in with my deboned dried fish and I gave it a gentle stir, after which I let everything cook for about 2 to 3 minutes so everything comes together. Now add back your meat along with the stock. If the stock isn't enough, go ahead and add a little water like I did, but try as much as possible to avoid adding too much water so your soup doesn't turn watery. If you're enjoying this, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button while we cook together. Next, add your crayfish, and please don't be stingy with it. When it comes to crayfish, you just have to be generous with it, because this is where everything just comes alive. The aroma alone will tell you. After which, go ahead to stir it and let it cook for about 7 to 8 minutes. Next, add your Uziza leaf. This is one of my secret ingredients. I don't joke with it. If you know, you know. Though it is optional, but I always use it for most of my soup. It gives the soup that extra kick. Stir everything together properly and taste your food. Ensure you always taste your food and adjust your seasoning if needed. Then let it cook for about 5 minutes so the flavor really comes out. And finally, add your ugu leaves. This is where everything just comes together. Don't overcook it. In fact, after adding it, just count 1 to 50 or 1 to 60. And just like that, your egusi is ready. If your egusi soup has been turning watery, try this method and see the difference. And also, if you enjoy simple, delicious Nigerian meals like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next episode.